Let's turn to Bangladesh now, where the interim ruler is under the pump. You may remember when Mohammad Yunus was chosen to lead Bangladesh, chosen, not elected. The students were happy. The political parties were happy, the West was happy, and so was the civil society. 4 months on, it's pretty clear why. All these stakeholders have gained from Yunus's weakness, from his inability to steady Bangladesh. The students have plumbed cabinet positions. The radical Islamists are out of jail. And the political parties are rid of Sheikh Hasina. The only loser? The ordinary people of Bangladesh, especially Hindus and other minorities. So a lot of people are asking the obvious question, was Yunus the right guy for the job? Let's look at 2 points here. First is the election. Yunus has been in power for more than 100 days now, yet he refuses to set a date for elections in Bangladesh. He says, let's complete the reforms first, then we'll hold the elections. There are obvious problems with such a position. Why should an unelected regime implement reform? Shouldn't the new Bangladesh be created by popular will? Also, deadlines speed up important work. Not setting a deadline suggests that you have no intention of completing it. So that's the first point about elections. Second is law and order. Frankly, that should have been Yunus's first priority, to get control of the streets. Instead, look what he's done. What did he do? He lifted the ban on Jamaat-e-Islami, a radical Islamist group / wannabe political party. He released terror suspects jailed by Sheikh Hasina, and he went after Bangladesh's founding legacy. Talk about misplaced priorities. Yunus should have been focused on Bangladesh's future, but he's obsessed over its past. And look at the result. Students attacking each other, Islamists attacking minorities, and a diplomatic tussle with Dhaka's most important neighbor, India. And here's the best part. Yunus has done the impossible. He has put Sheikh Hasina and the Bangladesh Nationalist Party on the same page. That's right. Hasina released a statement today. First, listen to this.
I appeal to the people of the country to stand united against this kind of terrorism and militancy. Religious freedom and security of life and property must be ensured for people of all communities.
So she's condemned the street violence. She's also called for unity. Now listen to the BNP's top leader.
I would like to say that we should not create division. We must move forward utilizing this opportunity, keeping our unity intact. We hope that no such situation arises again to create a division among people.
So the BNP is making the same call for unity. We understand why Hasina is against Yunus, but why the BNP? Their leaders met Mohammad Yunus yesterday. They shared their concerns on a number of issues, like the violence on the streets, the fights between colleges, and the ISKCON row. The BNP is against the recent arrest of a Hindu priest. You haven't heard me wrong. The BNP is opposing this arrest. They say vested interests created the sedition charges, and they're calling for a free and transparent investigation. Well, what's happened to them? Two factors are at play here. Number one, the BNP clearly sees itself as the rulers in waiting. But the ground reality is quite different. Reports say Yunus is leaning into Jamaat leaders and advisors. He met the Jamaat chief earlier today. Plus, the BNP's ground presence has waned. Experts say the Jamaat has moved into the vacuum created by Hasina's exit. Simply put, Jamaat is the power behind Yunus's throne. That's factor number one. Number two, India. It's impossible for New Delhi to reach out to Jamaat, but it has reached out to the BNP. And since then, their leaders have changed their tune. Let me give you an example. We just told you about the Hindu priest arrested for sedition, Chinmoy Krishna Das. Do you know who filed that case against him? A local BNP leader. But the story gets interesting. BNP actually expelled that leader for filing this complaint. It's not a smoking gun, but it certainly raises some questions. All we know for sure is that Bangladesh is at a crossroads. You need strong and able leadership to pick the right path. But Mohammad Yunus does not look like that leader.